don't know if we've actually seen a picture or image of it.
In this video, no?
Period.
Okay. Well, it was seen by somebody.
So, yeah, so they say.
And he's just waving. He needs to stop worrying about waving. Focus on your movie.
Let that man fucking cater to the fans.
Act. Or, stay in character.
Hell nah. Let him cater to the fans. You got little kids out there.
I think that when they're yelling at you and, you wave at them, you're encouraging. See, when you yell at me, I wave. What he could do to please the kids is say, hey, I'll meet you guys. Just give me a couple hours when I'm done shooting. I'm gonna make sure to pass by you guys.
I disagree because they're not rolling. He's obviously in between takes. It's rolling backwards. If he can wave at the fans, who the fuck is that hurting?
Obvious to who? Obvious to me and you? Yeah. Obviously, a kid probably doesn't realize which parts are the shooting parts.
But that's fine. It's a child, though. It's a child. I'm be honest with you. If I bring my child out and I know you're filming and you don't wave, I've said this many times, even in my own fandom. I love Stephen Curry, but I stood out there for 4 hours and I'm at the front of the line. Had he not acknowledged me, my fandom would have been weakened a little bit because it's like, why the fuck? That's one of the reasons that you do it for.
Acknowledge. I'm saying acknowledge, but you're saying
time. Doing it like 4 hours down the road. 4 hours down the road, I might got shit to do, Spider-Man. You're standing on top of a rolling backwards.
You're working.
Wave. I mean, who the fuck are you hurting? Who are you hurting? You get tomatoes thrown at you as a celebrity because who are you hurting as a celebrity, as Superman, Spider-Man, whatever? I know what you're saying. Hey guys, I appreciate the love. I'm working right now, though. Yeah. Could you give me 4 to 5 hours and I'll meet you all over there? That's fine, sure. And he does that even after. He's not pointing to them, telling them, "Hey, go meet me over there." He takes pictures with people after. But again, who is it hurting that the kid he's waving to the kid? It's not hurting anybody. It's not hurting the camera. It's not hurting this. It's not Sony. It's not saying, "Hey, Tom, tighten that shit the fuck up and stop waving that little bastard over there." Like, no, it's like, "Hey, Spider-Man, hey."
Wave, do all that stuff, but there's a time, and in between shooting, in between records, I don't think it's the right time. I don't think that the kids get it that, oh, he must not be shooting right now, that's why he's waving. I think that it'll affect your performance during the times you are shooting.
Okay, well then you're not as professional an actor as we all think you are. Then Tom, if you're letting a little 4-year-old little boy over there distract you from doing your job, you're not good at your job.
If I can do something to discourage it, then it's my responsibility not to be so.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I just watched a video of Meryl Streep filming for Devil Wears Prada 2, and in the middle of her take, she was getting fans like, "Oh my god, Meryl Streep!" She waved as Meryl, and then just the title of the title of the video was even watch how she went from waving to fans for 2.5 seconds, then right back into her character. Either you're an actress or you're not. If you can't handle the 4-year-old saying Spider-Man and you can't just get back into your comic book mode, then what are we doing? Are you an actor? That's what you get tomatoes thrown at your ass. Because I feel like what the fuck are we doing with you?
The Meryl Streep situation is one where she's in control of I have to see it to see if it's the same thing. But a wild card of these kids yelling and wailing, and many of them it's unnecessarily starting something. It's unnecessarily riling them up and giving the wrong idea. And then they get to tell their friends, bro, this was the first week on set, right? What if every week has, Tom Holland waves at us, and Tom Holland, every time we come up on set to one of these places, he's going to engage with us. Like, damn, there's a place for these things. And you're creating an environment that maybe you, Tom Holland, can do it. But maybe some of your coworkers also, they're going to get distracted. Maybe the extras are going to start looking. Maybe there's so much more domino effects.
Then why are you on set then? I don't understand that, because clearly we have audition processes. We vet you. We do all this type of stuff. If you are letting it's the same thing. as a basketball coach, because I used to tell my kids this, the stuff you learn in basketball, sports, no matter what sport you play, it transcends into real life. I think that can transcend over into your work environment as well. If you are letting outside forces like your parents, my baby this, hey, listen to me, I'm the fucking coach, I'm in charge. If you're letting people, and as a director on set, I'm in charge. If you're letting people distract you from doing your fucking job, come sit on this goddamn bench. And you
But we
won't go
know
back
that
in the
in the
game.
pros, the hecklers do affect the players, and they're the professionals. They've been doing it for years and years, sports wise.
So it's same thing. It's just a different arena. You're on set. You're not in a jersey, but your jersey's your Spider-Man suit. Destin's not an actual coach, but he's your director. These are not actual hecklers, but they're around you watching. If you can't tighten up and do your job by the 4-year-old saying hello, and that's distracting you from flipping some fucking fake webs, then we got a bigger problem on our hands, Spider-Man.
Okay, there are NBA players who've got big problems on their hand because they are so engaged with that heckler or with who. Like sometimes I'll hear Shaq tell a story. Halle Berry was sitting courtside at my game, and that was affecting the way I played. And like, there are players who are affected by the
There are some
Riddlers.
players that, like Westbrook, there are a lot of players that will let the fans heckle them and get them da da da.
Yeah, it
But
happens.
those fans that are like you said, they're heckling them. They are heckling them. They are trying to get a rise. They want to get you to turn around so that it can be in favor of their team.
Yeah,
This
J.R. Smith
4-year-old saying
dapping.
hello is not in there. There's nothing. There's no heckling. There's nothing I'm trying to get you to turn your attention away from.
Yeah, you are. It's a wave. You're getting the attention of here, Spider-Man here, Spider. Oh yeah, I see.
So, of course, Tom is going to have the professionalism to understand I have a moment between this take to wave. So I'm going to wave. But when the cameras are rolling, it's not going to stop the 4-year-olds from saying, Tom, Tom, Tom. That's where he has to have the cognizance to say, hey,
he should.
we're filming.
He
I'm not
should.
going to wave. So he probably didn't.
I hope
So
he
where are
has
we
that, and I
going
hope every
with
actor.
this?
I hope every actor has the professionalism of Meryl Streep and has the ability to on and off. And I'm going to say that if he's in between, like he's on a tank, right? He's reversing, or he was on a car reversing. If that scene that he's doing this at, and like, and as they cheer and they're getting really loud and stuff, and he's like, yeah, gotta accommodate you, gotta make sure. If he's doing that so often, and then you just trained them to thinking, if we get loud enough, we can we can get a reaction. That's dangerous, not
If
just for
you
him,
were a
but every.
director, I wouldn't want, and I was an actor, I wouldn't want to be on your set. Your set would
It
be
happens.
depressing. It would be it would be no fun. There are fans there. This is like he said in the video, this is the day one, the first day one where we've got to have fans around. They get to have fans around. I'm going to acknowledge them. That's something Tom says he loves the most
Acknowledge
about
them.
being
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Acknowledge them before. Oh my God, so many fans on
No.
set today. Wow, guys. Yeah, so we're just gonna shoot these things. Make sure that when we're done here, I'm gonna make sure that I say hi to everyone, get all my photos in. But let me just get back to work, guys, and we can have that relationship with our fans. Nothing wrong with that. It said not black, still not black. Talking about Kevin Feige.
That I disagree. You're gonna hate. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you probably said the same weirdo shit when watching it, but when he shared the little montage 1-minute clip of there, he's interacting with a lot of fans, waving to a lot of fans. But guess what? That didn't distract him from being able to do that little 1-minute clip, get it highly edited and produced and out.
I'm not
Spider-Man
mad
is
at
still
that.
gonna be out.
When he's
It's still
interacting
gonna
with
be
those
great.
fans, when he's lifting that kid, I saw the same thing. That wasn't in the middle of we're reversing our car. Like, I don't know how long of a break he had in that scene, a picture in the little video where he's on the car and he's reversing, high waving. I don't know how soon he's got to go from scene to scene to scene. If he's got a half-hour break in between, or if he's done for the day and he wants to lift the kids up and meet them at the guardrail, absolutely, Tom Holland. I want that from you. I expect that from you. But if we're in the middle of shooting, like it looked like we were in the middle of, all right, take two now, just reverse the car and get it. I want you in action. I want you to think about what went wrong the first time that requires a take two. Why are we reversing right now?
But how do you know Tom's acting abilities and what he's able to handle and what he's not able to handle?
I don't.
Exactly. So maybe you as an actor, you personally wouldn't be able to handle outside distractions. Maybe you can't. Maybe you're one of those people where everything has to be off for you to study or whatever. I'm not one of those people. I can study with background music, people in the room, all that type of stuff. I can understand it completely. Maybe Tom's one of those people where I understand the subject. I understand the assignment. That doesn't bother me though.
Maybe Tom he's perfected it, or maybe Tom is 99% perfect. But one thing will get him off. And because of all the fan engagement and all this stuff that he's encouraging, that one time is going to happen next week when he's on set. He'll be distracted because they said something about Zendaya is hot. He'll be like, what the fuck? What? Like I don't know. I'm just making something up. Maybe that will get him. And he encouraged this fan interaction. The fan, you can yell at me and you'll get my response. That's dangerous. I'm glad everyone in chat is enjoying this.
I tell you what.
Do you care about like this?
Some
like,
of your
we're not insulting each other personally.
No. Of course not. Some of your takes are just batshit crazy. Oh man, that and today was one of those. If this was a tier list of your takes, S tier ones. This is an S tier for you today. That one's a little crazy.
No, you gave the example of the basketball example, and there's literal examples of players being distracted and not playing defense because of the hecklers.
But the players the word you're using are heckling.
Okay, I'll use a different one. Do you remember when J.R. Smith was showing love to somebody on the opposite team? He was on the bench, and he was like, "Hey," and then they scored because he wasn't playing defense. That's the opposite of heckling. That's love, and he's too busy trying to be accommodating to his boy.
So, okay, you're using players like J.R. Smith as examples. J.R. Smith is the same player that what was in the finals threw it to. Yes, you're not using. No. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying you're using people with low IQ basketball brains anyway. So, of course, JR is letting people distract him. But are you seeing some of the you're not seeing at the when Steph's at the free throw line, when LeBron's at the free throw line, when some of them are at the free throw line, and they're yelling the shit they're yelling, is that stopping them from making Stephen Curry from making his free throws?
I hope Tom Holland has
because I'm in exactly. The long pause was because I am in fucking game mode.
The long pause is because I was pulling up the video on the side.
I'm professional enough to understand that I'm in game mode. I don't have to pay attention to the outside shit. It's gonna happen though, but I don't have to pay attention to it.
This is this is J.R. Smith on the left, just so everyone who doesn't know what we're talking about. He's gonna go to the bench of the other player. Oh, look, it's love. It's not heckling. And now his other, he just got scored on.
Again, that's dumb as fuck. If
it is,
but that's not a good example. It's not a good example.
Just that it's an example is good enough for me.
That's not a good example. JR should have. How much time was on the clock in that? Since we're going basketball, we're talking sports. How much time was on the clock when he did that?
How much time was on the clock? It was in the second quarter, 2:58.
Second quarter. First of all, if I'm you shouldn't even be doing that in the middle of the game anyway.
Shouldn't do it in the middle of acting.
No, you're in the middle. J.R. Smith is in the middle of a fucking basketball game, and it's the second quarter, and it's 50-51. So where's your basketball IQ for you to even be having conversations with the game that close? Tom was on the top of a fucking moving vehicle. It doesn't matter if the cameras were rolling or not, because if the cameras were rolling, he probably would not have waved, because he has the understanding to know that I'm in the middle of filming. I'm not going to wave. But hey, kid, you just waved at me, so I'm going to wave back. I understand your point. It doesn't make sense. Hey, so some kids are like, well, he waved to me today. Maybe if I wave to him tomorrow, I can distract him or whatever the fuck. That makes sense, though. It just doesn't make sense because he would be professional enough to not be distracted.
I would hope so. And I would hope that everyone on set that he just encouraged to, you can yell at that character, that actor, that character. I hope everyone on set is on Tom Holland's level that you believe Tom Holland is on. So is the issue Chill got a problem Tom acknowledging a kid? That's a gross oversimplification, but yeah.
Basically.
Sure. My problem is he acknowledges kids.
He has a problem that he acknowledged the kid on set instead of staying in character and saying to that child on set, hey, 4-year-old child, meet me 4 to 5 hours after I'm done filming and I'll make your day over there, instead of in this moment when you're excited and you're 4.
Okay.
and I can
How does
make
it
your
keep
day
stretching to
now.
4 hours? How does this stretch to 4 to 5 hours?
You said 4 hours. You said when we're done filming about 4 hours. Originally, that's what you
Okay,
said.
well, he'll go on. Let me. If I said that, my mistake. I don't remember saying that. No more 4 hours. You go to lunch. You'll find some time in between, and he's not obligated to. Never mind. I'm done with this one. I'm done. I'm good.
You were about to say he's not obligated to speak to these children. I mean, he's not, but I tell you what, let your little web flipping ass not say something to my kid. There won't be a Spider-Man 4 because I'll trip his ass.
No, but now I'm looking at the comics and I'm like, fuck. Chill said, fuck them kids. Come on, Chill. Tom made that kid day that day. He could have made his day when he walked on set. Hey, high five, everything. He could have, like, do you think that wave was the only time he interacted with that kid? I'm sure they did stay until afterwards and he got out of the car and he's like, oh, who we got here today? Oh, that's cool. Let's take a photo. I'm sure he made that kid's day regardless. The wave and the in between shooting, that part of it needs to be eliminated. And I'm sure he didn't wave at every fucking kid as he was reversing. And then take 3, he probably doesn't wave at everyone anyways. Like, I think he does ignore them sometimes. I think. Do you think he like reacts every single time with Darius? Do you think it don't, or do you think it's like I'm thinking? Sometimes he's gonna wave at them, sometimes he's not, and I'm just saying, just don't wave at them always while you are in the middle of working.
From what I have seen from Tom in past videos and in this most recent stuff, he likes interacting with the fans.
But do you think that there are times where he doesn't interact with them, where he's like, I know they're yelling, but I'm in the zone.
Like in the middle of filming? I mean,
no, like it's not recording, it's not live, we're not recording it. We're probably gonna in a couple minutes. But do you think every single hi Tom, hey Spidey, do you think he gets everyone? No, he does ignore some. Yeah, you can say that.
I'm sure he's human. He might. He
That
might.
wasn't strong.
I don't know if he will or not. I don't know. I've never seen it, so I can't say. I've only seen him being positive to fans and interacting in pictures and, kids up on my shoulder type shit. I've never seen him say, "Hey, fuck you, fucking kid. I'm fuck off. I'm fucking with Zendaya right now."
Why do we go to such an extreme? Like I'm saying, fuck the kids.
Well, if you want to go back to the very conversation, you didn't actually say "fuck that kid," but you implied it.
Well, I hope I can clarify that I'm not implying that we should say fuck the kids and that they're worthless. They're great to have fans there. It's great that they care enough. We are in a public street.
That's a good example. It's a good example. If he'd have done to me what he did to her, oh, I would have been viral for a different reason. I would have cussed his black ass smooth the fuck out. I would say, motherfucker, he ain't that good as Captain Falcon anyway. I'd have cussed him smooth the fuck out. And when I waited for Raven Simone in the rain, if she wouldn't have spoken to us, she would have got cussed out. I don't bro, we're fans. There's a reason. I'm not saying that they all have to speak to us. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you're in the position you're in, obviously, because of your hard work, dedication, things like that. But to sustain that, you have to have the fans to help you get there. So
dedicate time to do the right thing with the fans. Yes.
Some of them do that. But I'm saying in the whim of you seeing a fan out in public, because that can happen, acknowledge them. Especially if they acknowledge you. Now, if people are leaving you alone, go about your business. You ain't got to go out there and be like, hey, I'm Anthony fucking Mackie. But if somebody comes up to you and be like, oh my God, are you Anthony Mackie? Can I? And you're, I don't do that. Nigga, you don't do what? That's crazy to me.
I've heard pro wrestlers say we don't like it when they pull up to us at the airport. Like, if you want to see me at the entrance of the arena, that's cool. And you might get me to sign something. But there's places where I am the celebrity. There's places where I'm not the celebrity. So respect that.
I'm sorry. They're human. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you don't get to take your celebrity off like it's a hat. When you go out, when Michael Jackson went outside, he was Michael Jackson. When he was in his house, yeah, with his family and stuff, they see him differently. But we saw him in his house as Michael Jackson, out of his house as Michael Jackson. You don't get to take off your celebrity and be like, oh, well, I'm just a normal person in the grocery store. No, sir. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a normal person grocery shopping. So fans are going to come up to you. People are going to try to speak to you. So I think you should just be nice and just be like, hey, let's take a picture. You want an autograph? I'll sign an autograph. Now, if it becomes a thing where it's like 1,000 people in the line, that's different. Hey, I have meet and greets for that. But if one fan comes up to you and tries to take a picture with you, I don't see any problem with that. Don't see a problem with it at all. I'm very different though when it comes to that.
You see how acknowledging the one can encourage more fans? Oh, look, I thought that was Michael Jackson or someone lesser. Michael Jackson's a terrible example. I thought that was Anthony Mackie. Oh, look, he's taking a picture with them at the parking lot at the grocery store. Let me go next. Now you got a line. You just encourages more.
Okay,
but that's not even my point, though. I want to talk Tom Holland.
That one I can't agree with. On a set, I can't agree with that.
Yeah, on the set, as you're approaching, we're about to begin. Fucking shake every kid's hand, high five. Yeah, it's Spider-Man. Yeah. Now I'm working. If you want to do it at the beginning, if you want to do it at the end, you want to do it at lunch breaks, awesome. But in between the take that you were on top of the car and your harness there, just think about, okay, we're doing take 2. Let me do what I got to do. I know there's fans over there. I already said what's up to them, and I'll say what's up to them in a couple hours too. Not 5, but a couple hours I'll get them. And then if there's more fans later at the end of the day, I'm going to do the high five and the photo thing also. I think Tom Holland should have that principle, and every actor should have that. And we shouldn't create a you can scream at me, you greedy fans, get my attention just by asking for it.
But it's okay for you to scream. Hold on. Damn, I don't remember. It was good too.
Always is.
It always is. You're right. I don't remember. But it was a point.
Here is a new teaser, they call it. Let's see.
Alrighty.
So how you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good, man. It's day one. My 4th ever day one on Spider-Man. It's funny, putting the suit on, it feels different this time somehow. It's also the first time we've ever had fans on set for day one, so it's really exciting to share this with them.
That's what I was going to say.
You're good? We've got some familiar.
You said it's not okay for fans to come up and be like, pictures and things like that. But it's okay for you on your way to stardom to beg for me as the fan to be there for you, to be at your events, to buy your CDs, to spread the word, to do all this, to give you the views, the likes, the subscriptions. It's okay then. But then when I see you in public and I'm like, oh my God, it's Anthony Mackie, then all of a sudden it's, woo, I don't do that. That's the problem I have with it. You want the fans' help to get to that stardom. So you still need to be thanking those fans when you are at that stardom. That's my point.
I think you misunderstand the exchange. The exchange is you get to enjoy my performance.
No. I don't misunderstand the exchange.
I'm giving you something.
I didn't misunderstand it. I just explained it.
In return for your fandom, I'm giving you something that is, look how cool I well acted. Look how I
fine. That's fine. But also, when I see you in public, if I see you in public, the least you can do is say hello, because like you just said, when I'm acting and doing this, but when you were acting at the high school play down the street, you wanted me to come in person and be there, right? When you were acting up the street at the convention center, you wanted me to be there, right?
Anthony Mackie did not want you to be at his high school.
Hypothetically speaking, as an actor overall, if I'm an actor and I'm wanting my fans and fans to show up,
so be nice to those day ones.
No, to everyone. Because when people example, there's this guy, the OCDA guy. He's a comedian. When he goes around to different places, he's passing out flyers to random people, wanting them to come to his comedy show. That's how you get your stardom. You get fans to come to your comedy show. Hey, I've become a fan. Okay, so
that's
if you're still great, hold my hand some more. Let's walk some more down the street since we're on the same page. Now that we've given and taken, and I've given my time to help you to get to where you want to be, if I see you in public, the least you can do is, hey, let's take a picture. Here's an autograph.
What the give and take was. So what was given, what you took from me was you were at the comedy show, you laughed for an hour or for my half-hour set, and you
gave me a flyer to come to. I didn't happen upon your comedy show.
Yeah, I advertised and you had the choice to go, do I want to spend $10 to look at a guy tell me jokes and laugh. And if I got satisfied,
but you know what? But again, it's still different because those same people after those comedy shows, those local comedy shows, are staying after and taking pictures with everyone.
Cool. That's the right thing to do. Spend a little time afterwards. Yeah.
And I'm not saying once you get to Mel Gibson status, you need to be taking pictures with everyone. But if one person comes up to you, 2, 3 people come up to you in public, hey, yeah, I got time for a picture. I got this. I got that. Now, I understand guys, I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I just really do not have the time right now. I got to go. That's different. It's different. It's different. Then I don't do that. Tell me you don't do that as a celebrity. Different. Again, as a fan, if I'm showing up, you should be showing up too.